Good morning, everybody. This is Alicia Joya. This is first thing in the morning. This is Saturday morning. I usually am in karate about this time in the morning, doing a private class and 2 classes for my martial arts training. But with all the stress of the moving and the job hunting and trying to find a place to stay for all my interviews that I have lined up in a different state, I've been very stressed out, so I guess I got myself sick. But what's ironic about this whole thing is that for the first time, things are finally going right in my life. Now that like everything's been let go, you know. I don't know how to explain this, but a lot of people in my life these days, since I've been deciding that I want to move, I want to decide to change my life, a lot of my friends have left and abandoned me, my family, and the thing that I get really overwhelmed with is the fact that I've been there for all these people, but yet the one moment I get a chance to shine, I get a chance to change my life, everybody splits. But you know what though? I'm not really completely alone because I have God. He has never left my side and He never will leave my side. So all you guys can leave my side and I will be just fine because I will have God that's by my side. I'm not really the most religious or the most righteous person on the planet. In fact, I'm probably like the worst person on the planet, even though I'm a Christian. But I am trying to change my life for myself and my son and my daughter, who's technically my stepdaughter, but she's my daughter. And I'm making decisions as if I were a man too, because I'm a single parent. I have to step outside of my womanly self and think like a man for a little while and provide the food, go work, provide the food, and then come home and cook the meals and clean the house, you know, like the woman would. So, anyways, something else I wanted to mention. About 2 years ago, it's kind of hard to explain this one. Not really hard, but I've kept this pretty much private. It's like the first time I'm really releasing this. I found that I had breast cancer. I had, after losing my husband to cancer, I was in denial for a while. But then they did some tests and I just got the news, good news, that my tumor in my breast is very small and that it's benign and it's operable. So I'm not dying of cancer, so don't get me wrong, but the cancer, excuse my thing, but it's like right in this section of my left breast. And I've kind of, like I said, I've kept this private. I'm usually a very private person. My mother doesn't know. Usually she's the first person to tell about everything. And yeah, I was in denial in the very beginning about this, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to leave, because I got the good news that I'm fine, that I'm okay, I don't have to stay here. I can go get a job and go deal with my late husband's back taxes and not have to worry about wage garnishments, and getting that settlement money coming in next week, and the chance to move and change my life and change careers. That's another thing. I'm changing careers again for like the 3rd or 4th time in my life. It's very difficult, all these changes and stuff, but I'm ready for them. Plus I have my son who's sick with epilepsy. Not really sick, but you know what I mean? It's just, you're always on guard. And then this breakup of 2 years of my second life relationship, it was very confusing time, this relationship. It's still confusing even now. For 2 years, I don't know if he led me to believe he really loved me for reals and he really wanted to be with me. But at first I didn't take anything that happened seriously, so, you know, I was just like, oh, okay. It was like almost like MSN Messenger, you know, like a chat. You would talk to people. You would not see their face or hear their voices. So it was cool. You press your X button and you're off with your real life. Well, after over a period of time, you know, things get heavy and intense, and the person becomes from your best friend to the best love of your life. And then all of a sudden, you find out some bad things about them. Well, they tell you, and you have the option to split and leave them, or stand by their side because you care about them, even if you are no longer in a relationship with them, you're just a friend. So he stood by me and I stood by him, even through all the drama that happened in the game. I'm calling it the game, finally. I can't believe they're calling it Second Life, because it's not really a life. All you're doing is sitting behind a computer screen, clicking buttons, chatting, like as if you were on MSN Messenger or IMVU or World of Warcraft or any of those other multiplayer, multi-level games. But over time, you know, after being in this relationship for 2 years, you know, you start to really get to know a person as if you feel like you're really, really married to this person. I was at the point in my relationship with him that I was denying real life relationships. Even guy friendship, just friendships. And I wouldn't even talk to other guys, not even for business. So it really put a dampener in my business skills, because I do run my own real life business for myself. Actually, I run a couple of them, but they're not really pulling in the real life money. Anyways, so when your second life relationship becomes one-sided, or it feels like it's one-sided, something's wrong. At times, I admit, you know, I made part of the relationship about me, but there was also times it was also about him. And that's a give and take situation, to be quite honest. In every relationship, it's going to be one part, you know, this person's life is, you know, right now, right here at the forefront. Then the next time it's going to be theirs. There's going to be a time where it's both. And there's times where we're going to be separate and it's going to be all this fuzz in the middle. Well, you know, I'm just trying to fix my real life, you know, after being widowed in real life. My husband passed away 5 years ago. It feels like millions of years ago. But it feels very fresh every second of his death. And with this relationship of Second Life gone, I feel like I wasted 2 years. I could have been in the arms of a real man. I've had a lot of people tell me, just get rid of this guy. You're not going to be able to meet him face to face. And he's probably never going to see you or really want to see you. And he's probably just making these real life marriage proposals for no reason. He's probably just a liar. He's probably a fat, ugly drunk sitting in front of his computer married. on the other end, you know? So, after the first year of my relationship, we actually broke up, and then we broke up for about 6 months. And then we got back together in December, and I think it was December 3rd, I think was the day we actually got back together. And, you know, things were still kind of rocky even then, but I was accused of being a griefer in the game, which is someone who harasses other people, crashes people, gets you to log out of the screen involuntarily, you know. That was never really the case. Though I do make weapons in the game, I do make very highly sophisticated weapons in the game, but I've never used them on anybody else. I've only used them on my other avatars that I have. I have other alts in my game. I have many. But I only use my main account and my other alt, which says my alt, Alicia Joy Haven alt resident. So I don't really use any other alt anymore because I'm actually busy in real life, trying to get my life together, dealing with my health issues, dealing with my son, dealing with being a single parent, dealing with moving, trying to find a place to stay so I can do my interviews. I have a real opportunity to really change my life, and right now I'm currently sick, and I got myself sick by being upset and depressed about this loss of this 2-year relationship, because I really did feel like I was actually in a relationship with a person that really cared about me and really knew me and really knew I was faithful. And that was the reason why the relationship faded, because I was accused of something I didn't do, and I will stand by that and fight to my death. I usually don't, if I've actually done something, if I've actually, you know, gone and seen another man or whatever, then I would say, yeah, I saw another man. But I'm going to rewind back to when we originally got back together a year ago, or about a year ago. I learned a valuable lesson from the first time around, is to let real life be real life and second life to be second life, and try not to intermix the two. However, I've already intermixed the two with him already, and you know, my real life feelings for this person on different side of the United States. So I decided to be very cryptic and just only tell him some of my real life, but not all of my real life, because he did the same thing to me. I mean, he wouldn't tell me everything that was going on in his life, so, and I knew it, and so I decided to return the favor. So, you know, see, this part's really a kind of like background history. So he got really upset with me because I started saying I'm keeping real life as real life and my second life as second life. So I started going out with more with my friends in real life and started having a life outside of second life and not living in this video game anymore. I started to go back to karate, and I started to go and have lunch with my friends, and I started to talk to my old friends I haven't talked to in a long time and see their kids, because I have friends of like 25 years, you know what I mean? I have long-term friends. I have several of them like that, and I'm very fortunate. However, you know, I don't really tell him everything that's going on, because this is SL, it's a second life, this is a virtual game, you know what I mean? And for someone who is still technically in a relationship with someone else legally, has no right to tell me, who is really single in real life, you know, anything. it's not their place. Um, so I feel like there was a lot of double standards. But the ironic thing is, I got, all of a sudden after this relationship fizzled, or he broke up with me, I don't know if he still loves me or not. I don't know anymore, because he won't answer me. I got job offers out there in his area. And last year I really was trying to move there, until I had some snags in the job, in the home finding process. But now everything's being fixed. And job offers out there are coming into me. Places to stay out there are coming into me. Fixing my taxes are coming in to come with me, and getting my life back together is finally coming back to me. And I have a big decision in which I have to leave everything I know here, my karate, my friends, my family, everything I've known here, to change my life and my son's life. And it's really the hardest decision I have made in my life. Yeah, it really is hard. And I've gotten so depressed about it, and so angry, and so confused, and so thinking about all this, that I've gotten myself sick. Plus my son was already sick already, so because I was already stressed out, it lowered my own immunity to do anything. I have a sore throat, and I lost my voice this morning, and just had to drink something in order to be able to do this vlog. And I'm doing it in the bathroom because, you know, I just needed a place to collect myself and just release what I have to release. Anyways, everybody in my life, my friends, especially my friends, are like pissed off. They're so pissed off they're not talking to me. And it's really upsetting because I've done so much for everybody, and then all of a sudden the one time I do something for myself, you know, it's a bad thing. I'm sorry, but it's not. I've got to do what I've got to do. I have to do what I have to do for myself. My son, I haven't done jack shit for myself from the time I was married, before I even got married to my late husband, and finally I'm getting myself together, getting myself mature to the point I have to do what I've got to do to change my life, my son's life, and I'm not sorry for doing what I have to do. I have to make the hardest decisions as a man. I have to make men decisions in a woman body. I have to make, you know, all of these strange decisions that are the hardest to make. I have to do all these things, and there's no one to help me, so I have to do this all by myself, you know what I mean? I have no helpmate. My helpmate's dead. So my helpmate, meaning my late husband. And I was hoping to have my second life relationship, you know, be my friend enough to be there by my side even after the breakup. And that was very tough for me because he decided that he wasn't going to talk to me or friend me or nothing. And, you know, when you start out your relationship as best friends, and then all of a sudden they don't talk no more, it's like the one person you go to, the person that you're honest with 100% of the time, that knows almost everything about you, won't talk to you. It's very tough. I mean, I'm depressed about it still, and I think I will be for a while, but I'll get through it somehow. I always do. Anyway, so it's just like, you know, it's not gonna spread. It's operable, and my cancer in my breast is benign. So I was gonna do my my vlog on my will, do my living will and do my official will online. And that brings me to my other thing. My second life relationship, I have his social security number, and I was going to make him beneficiary to my son in case I died. Because I didn't know if I was going to be dying of this cancer or what. Yeah. And the thought that I wouldn't be able to have anybody take care of my son was just like, whoa, another overwhelming thought, you know? Yeah. I figured that I wanted to give him the opportunity to be a father again. And give him a gift, the ultimate gift I can ever give anybody, and that's my son. See, that's how of a relationship that I thought that I had with him. I thought that I can, in case I died, that I can give my son to him. So, and I even told him in an instant message on SL, and that's what I meant. So, yeah, that's what I'm kind of going through. Just pray for me, okay? I need all the prayers I can get. Alright, signing off. Love you guys.